Hey guys, it's Colin here. I am joined by Chris from the National Roller Coaster Museum. He's going to be giving us a full tour of the museum, and there's a lot to unpack here. So let's start at the very front and work our way to the back. All right, Chris, so we're starting off in the very front.
Yep.
Tell me what we got here.
Okay, so this is where you'll come in when you come to Back to the Museum, which is our annual event here. First thing you're going to see on my right, your left, the legendary Big Bad Wolf.
Look at that.
A little dusty from a dust storm recently, but cool thing about her is that the restraints still work. Check this out, right? So see if this brings back any good memories.
Wow. Look at that.
Memories of not
Ready?
getting to ride it.
All right, now who's a fan of Aero ASMR? Get in real close on this one. You ready?
You guys ready for this?
There we go.
Oh, yeah. Doesn't get much better than that right there.
Well, you'd think that, but then again, we also have the sign for it right up there.
Look at that.
And then everyone always asks online, so do the eyes still light up? And I get to tell them, you betcha they do.
Yes,
Wow.
they do. Oh, it looks so good.
It's awesome, isn't it?
Wow.
So you have the original T1 sign as well from Kentucky Kingdom. Grease Lightning, that's from the old tidal wave at California's Great America. Then it was just Paramount's Great America. That's the ride that made me an enthusiast, by the way. So that I have a real connection to that one there.
That is awesome.
Okay, keep on going. That whole back there, that's the William Cobb and Togo collection. Those are all blueprints that we still have to go through. A lot of stuff to still digitize and get stuff done on. Turn you around over here. Anybody a Disney World fan by chance?
Is this the Astro
Like
Blaster?
your Astro Blaster
Look
car.
at that.
You want to get inside it for all time's sake?
I would love to.
Let's get you in there. Hop on in, because I can't. I'll open the door for you.
Whoa. Oh my God. Wow. Look at that. So this is how you controlled it. Forward, backward. You have your steering wheel. And I guess this is where you shot. Were there physical balls in there? Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's how you would shoot them.
A wonderful noise like this.
Oh, that is sweet. Wow. And that was at Disneyland, correct?
Disney World at Disney Quest.
Disney Quest. That's right. Wow.
All right.
And Action Park had a similar thing.
But with tanks.
Yes.
Tanks, and they used to dip them in gasoline and light them on fire.
That's right. God, we didn't deserve Action Park. We really didn't. Okay. Six Flags Over Texas fans or Great Adventure fans. That's an Intamin parachute there, missing the chute part. Some other neon signs from around the area.
What about that guy right there?
I believe that is Six Flags New Orleans.
Jester?
I believe. Don't quote me on it though. I'm not perfect on these things.
There's a car behind that as well.
That's a mouse. I don't remember which one it is. And then below that is a tilt-a-whirl half a car there.
Yeah, look at that. Wow.
A famous movie created a spaceship out of a tilt-a-whirl.
It's a great question.
Explorers.
Oh wow, that's taking me back.
Yeah. It's a great movie. Explorers. Kids made a spaceship out of a tilt-a-whirl.
That's a unique one.
Remember that.
I almost forgot about Wolf. Sorry, I'm having an ADD brain moment here. Come on over here and take a look at this. So we also have part of the chain. And if you look really carefully here, you can see the Aero imprint on it
Oh, look at
with
that.
the code on it. Isn't that awesome?
That is sick. Wow. And it goes for every single one too. I guess that's all in order.
I believe they're all the same. It's just the part number.
Oh, okay.
So if you
yeah,
ever
yeah.
need a reference it, you could.
That's sick. There's Big Bad Wolf for you all.
And she still swings just a little bit.
And this was one of the first things you guys got, right?
It's actually, one of the very first ones that pieces that we received.
Wow.
So this is not actually the first building that was built. We'll get to that in a second. It's actually the archive room, which is even smaller than this. But ACE was the ones that were able to give us the funding to finish this specific building. So if we keep going on here, you have a Condor car up there.
Wow.
You have the PTC Steel Coaster car, of which they only made 2, I believe.
That was a thing?
This is from Wonderland up in Amarillo. It's retired, the old Texas Tornado.
Wow.
This is a very fancy Larson loop, akin to an Arabian Nights type of thing, which they thought was really cool. It's a NAD car, I believe, up top there. And then one of the Chance Flyers, very rare, I think like 2 or 3 in the US.
What kind of ride was that?
It's sort of like a Star Flyer in a way.
Okay.
So you just go up and it would spin you around and you had the controls there. You could turn it left or right.
Ah. So almost like a Windstars from Zamperla nowadays.
Kind of. But
Okay.
this was actually using the physical air and the wings
Right.
to move you around.
Huh.
pretty legit, I must say.
That's cool.
Antique Big Eli Ferris wheel, and you can tell it's antique because it's wood.
Wow. Look at that. That's old.
As a lot of things are in here. So keep going over here. Boat ride from Six Flags America. I forget what that's called. The pirate, whatever the pirate one. It goes right around Wild One.
Skull Mountain.
Thank you.
Yep.
I'll take that. Trailblazer from Hershey Park. And then another Big Eli Ferris wheel, very old and antique. A bunch of other wood. I don't know. It's looks like ledgers from something. Couldn't tell you exactly what it is. We kind of get to more of a poignant moment here real quick. That's a sign from Six Flags New Orleans. And we rescued it legally out of the park when they allowed us to. And we've mounted the signs at the exact same level that they were at in the park. So you can see there pretty clearly on that bite sign where the water line is.
Yes, you can. Look at
That's how
that
deep
right
it
there.
was.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's a very poignant moment, and was basically left just like that. We haven't taken anything out. The Invertitron thing, that was always in there, so we just left it exactly as it is.
Wow, that's crazy.
It is. It's pretty awesome. So, SLC, I could not tell you exactly which one it's from, but it is an SLC car.
Nice old style restraints. Beat your head up real good.
Very much.
What's that sign right here?
That is the Pontchartrain Flyer. So that was in...
Pontchartrain Beach, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's in New Orleans, or was New
Was,
Orleans.
yes.
Yes, predated Six Flags New Orleans.
Correct.
Wow, that is cool. That is really cool.
One of the many cool neon signs that we have here. You might recognize this one. Blaze
Yes,
in
I
Fury.
do.
And before anybody panics and says, oh my God, they're taking it out. No, this one was just retired for maintenance. So we're able to have it on display here.
Wow.
In fact, actually, there's another one here from Six Flags New Orleans. Let me just get things back here. Where's the light? Ah, here it is.
The
There
Big
we go.
Easy. Wow, these neon signs look so good.
Astroworld sign from Bill Crandall, original Rattler, Oktoberfest signs, more Big Bad Wolf safety information, you know, tons of different signs. Bell's Amusement Park up there in Tulsa. A lot of great stuff.
There's a lot. Oh, look at this. He's pointing right at us.
Yeah.
It's the Joker.
He's also from New Orleans, I believe.
Wow. That is cool. That's big too.
Oh, so you might think you're cool, and you guys are pretty cool. But are you Togo dueling cool? Because
Oh my
I've got an
God.
Ultra Twister dueler racer
What?
concept.
Wow. That is dope.
That is something.
Isn't that what they tried to sell one of the Six Flags parks?
Yes,
Yes.
it did not sell it, but yes. And you have the Dane Corporation sign, the Joyland sign, which obviously needs some work now. Kind of fell down recently, so we'll go and do that. That's obviously historic because it's not there anymore. With a turn. by the
Yeah,
way.
that's
See
what I
how
was
they
gonna
figured
say. It
they-
actually
they
turns.
The way they figured it out is pretty brilliant. So they knew you could do up and down, right? So just turn it on a 90-degree angle, and that's how you can make a turn.
Wow.
Which is kind of like it's basically a horizontal version of the vertical dive loop.
Precisely.
Yes.
Precisely. All right. Watch your head as you go past the sign there from Six Flags New Orleans.
Bourbon Street.
All right. This is
Now we move past the Thank You Knoble sign.
Right, so this was the Ace building that Ace was able to get us started with. And then now this is the Knoble wing, so this is where the Knoble family donated to have this available to us. Now, I don't know, is everybody a big Knott's Berry Farm fan?
Oh yeah.
We still have the sign here for Montezuma.
Oh yes.
And on
Wow.
the sign and all, and we'll be able to get this back up once the display is ready to go, so that she can be back and running. That is a Hoos Enterprise as opposed to a Schwarzkopf Enterprise.
Wow.
And then that's an old Chance
Chaos
car.
I know that very well.
Yeah, those were something. And then that's a slicer track from Massive at Schlitterbahn.
And this is a water slide, correct?
Correct.
From Whitewater, it looks like. Wow. That's cool. Then we got some. Is this? What is that?
I don't know which one that is. I don't have much information on it for you, unfortunately, but I can certainly look into it. I believe it's a dark ride vehicle only because I've got
I see
a
the
tiny
wheel in the
little
back,
small
yeah.
caster wheels below that. And then historic course, which we're still working on restoring as well.
And is that a Alan Herschel car right there?
I'm gonna take your word for it and say yes.
That's kind of what it looks like. Wow.
All right, and then we keep going over here. We have Kittyland in Chicago with That giant sign there, that's one of our bigger pieces.
And was the Comet sign also from that?
I think so. Don't quote me on that because I'll get yelled at on the internet. And nobody ever yells at us on the internet.
Oh, no.
Chang from Kentucky Kingdom.
That's a good one right there.
New stuff from Gary. Looks like he dropped off. Oh my goodness, more.
So much stuff.
Archives. Oh, this is nothing. So now I'm going to take you guys into the original building, which is just the archive room. Now the archive room is pretty small to start, but we needed a place to put all this stuff. So before these 3 buildings and the big building was built, we had the archive room. Come on in.
I didn't even know this was here. Whoa.
So this is our climate controlled archive room. It's got all sorts of different stuff in here. Like we've got a patches vest.
I know someone who would love
Randy
this.
Duffer. And then check this out, Great America fans. We have an original
Wow.
MGA mechanics jacket.
Thanks, Hugh.
He was legendary back in Santa Clara. So as you can see, we've got PR photos, press clippings from Astroworld here. We got the Crandall collection, ride supplier catalogs, Ron Burback shows, you name it. All sorts of different other like just items in general. Like this is a pre-opening, or actually early opening, Six Flags Over Texas map.
Wow.
Right there.
Oh, that's so cool.
In fact, there's actually another one here that's pre-opening, and you can tell why it's pre-opening because it says Texas under Six Flags, which is what the whole thing was. That they wanted to do that, and Angus Wynn's wife at the time said, "No, Texas isn't under anybody. Six Flags over Texas."
Yeah.
So that's how that came about there. Let's take a look inside real quick. I'm just gonna pull out some stuff here. That's a good one.
Yeah.
What's a bit of Mimic, Intimate? How about this one?
Whoa.
So we've got thousands of these blueprints of all sorts of different things. We're actually out of space. We need more.
What is this?
Oh, here we go. Which one
wait,
is
is that
this?
Desperado?
I do not believe so. I believe. Let's see what this is.
Over Texas?
Yeah, if you didn't know this, but Aero was going to build a hypercoaster at Six Flags Over Texas at 260 feet tall. This is what it's gonna be.
Whoa. Oh, that's so cool.
Again, this stuff would all be thrown away had it not been for the efforts of Gary and the entire museum board to make this possible. Do you ever want to go to a 260-foot tall hypercoaster at Over Texas?
From Aero?
Here it is.
That is so cool.
I'll leave that out there. That 1997 was that was there, so they only had about 4 more years until that company was basically gone. Wow. So let's see what other fun stuff.
That would have been
Sneak out.
Ultra Magnum.
Yeah.
Ultra Magnum.
So we have the
It's probably what it's called.
Big Eli News, which was what they published at Eli Bridge every year. And so this is from 1954 and 55. So basically it's a yearbook that Eli made
Wow.
every single year. Isn't that pretty awesome?
That is really cool. As we continue through this, I'm just amazed by the sheer amount of stuff is here.
So am I.
It's
I always
unreal.
listen to you.
Wow.
All right, you could spend literally years in here. Gary certainly has, because this is sort of his bread and butter.
Are these 2 separate layouts?
Yes,
Yes, they are.
They're a different aspect, I think.
Yeah,
Wow.
different angles.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the archive room. This is, if you look around, just take a quick pan. This was all the museum was for 3 years, was just this small little room. And then we started getting the donations in from Ace and for Knoebels. And then the third one over here, which was Cliffs Amusement Park. And so then we were able to build what we call the long building. Now the long building is, again, just you see it's a lot of warehouse and storage space. That's because what it is. We're transitioning it now into the actual museum itself. And you'll see in our plans eventually is that that's going to become the front entrance, and you'll come in through here and then work your way into the bigger building, which we'll get to in a second. Are there any Hershey Park fans in your?
Oh, they love Hershey.
Yeah. Do you remember the roller coaster? I know Scott Sylar does. Hey,
That
Scott,
was a
what's
thing?
up? So it was a display, a fun display, and you get so many questions about this. Like, was this real? It's like, well, yeah, it's real. I'm touching it right now. But it was never actually a real roller coaster. But it certainly was engineered enough to the point that it practically was, right?
That is so cool.
So, and then for here, we have a IAPA model that Larson created to try to sell a Ferris wheel type ride. They actually did eventually do this, but they used, it's on a smaller version of the Larson Loop. This larger version basically became the Giga Loop in a couple of years later when it started getting bought by Six Flags.
Wow.
You noticed that too. That
Oh,
Coney
yeah.
Island Cyclone.
Look at that.
She's been mechanically retired, so that's why they're here.
That is sweet. So what is this giant falling star?
Falling Star is one of those carnival rides, I believe, that just goes like up like this and down like a sort of circular pattern.
Right.
So we're working to get that LED'd and then back up and running.
Wow.
I think actually, hold on, let me check. This is a good opportunity to see if it's all...
Test it out. We got to watch Chris do some ninja moves here.
Not as small as I used to be, guys. There we go.
Hey, look at that.
Seems like it's already been LED actually.
Wow, that looks awesome. That is sweet.
Yeah, well, this thing really does come to life when you get all the neon and everything on there. And then you saw this earlier, but we had a delivery come in from Holiday.
Yeah,
World.
literally just got here.
These are some of the old pieces of the signs that they used to do to separate the different areas, because they got new ones from 3DX Scenic, thanks to Mark Rosenzweig. And so we are the benefactors of getting some of the older ones, so we'll put those up on the wall here eventually.
Awesome.
All right, so you've been to a park, obviously. You've been on a CP Huntington before.
Yes.
This is an Ottaway. This
Wow.
is basically the predecessor to all that. This one's been converted for, excuse me, not steam, thank you, compressed air use. But it's fully rideable. We have the entire set. We actually have underneath here are all the cars. And then the question is going to be, well, do you want to put this in the museum? Like, well, we've got room for that, but maybe we can put it on the outside. That'd be kind of a fun little thing.
That'd be
to do.
cool, yeah.
Certainly think get the,
Right.
yeah, exactly. Coming up on the other side over here real quick, we have the loose auto scooter, which are like the best bumper cars because they're heavy. When they hit you, you know it. And then we have this vehicle all the way back from 1918.
Oh my God. Look at that. That is ancient.
No upstops and no restraint, just a...
What's this from? Is it
Rocky
one of the
Springs,
scenic railways?
Yeah, it's a scenic railway car, but I think it's Rocky Springs, I think. I'm not positive.
Okay.
But this used to be our oldest piece.
Caution, do not stand up.
Still a problem. Even back then, people were idiots.
Could you imagine catching your face
Wow.
on a metal rail?
No, because I don't want it.
I want you to look, this is just pipe.
Yeah,
That's it.
Is that T for Thunderbolt?
it is.
Wow. Look at this.
Togo stand up.
This is the one from KD, correct?
Correct, but that shockwave sign is from Six Flags Great America.
For the,
Aero Multilooper.
yes.
And then the signs that haven't been put up yet that I still need to build, which are literally right underneath it.
Sweet. We also got Big Bend. That was, where was that? That was a,
Come on.
that was a Schwarzkopf.
Yes.
That was
Which
the
one
same
was it?
model as Whizzer.
Yes.
And that one was at, was it CGA? No. No. It was not CGA. It was, the Six Flags Park. St. Louis?
No. Well, eventually it did go to St. Louis, but it just sort of sat there and rotted. Six Flags over Texas.
That was
It
my next
the
guess.
First speed racer that Schwarzkopf ever built.
Wow.
So yeah, that was Big Ben. Funny story about this one. Should tell it like Gary. My friend Cliff, who I'm on the bowling team with, he moved in kitty corner to Gary Slade in South Arlington. He didn't know Gary at the time, but all of a sudden he was just driving by one day and he saw this sign up in Gary's garage and went right over to him and said, "How did you get that sign?" And now they're friends forever. So
that's awesome.
It's great. Cliff's also on the locomotive at Over Texas, so a big doot doot to Cliff over there.
And Mega Zeph up there as well from Six Flags New Orleans. That was their big wooden coaster with the nice neon sign. They love their neon signs there. Where to start back here? Oh my Lord.
Yeah, we'll start over here. So this is the dispatch panel for the old Rim Runner, which you can see the boat for right here at Adventure Dome.
Wow.
So, and there's
They
the
fit that
Aero
in there?
stamp.
Wow, look at that. So this was an Arrow.
Here's your.
I have friends that would be going nuts over this panel right now. I can tell you that for sure. Wow.
All right, which Six Flags is the shot ride from?
Oh, that's a great question. I want to say it's
Georgia?
Jersey.
You think that's Jersey?
I think it's Jersey. No, I think it might be Jersey. I'm not positive. Let me look up on that one. It's definitely obviously one of the Six Flags parks, but it's not Great America. So, but it's Von Roll all the way.
Oh yeah.
So, again, the front of Rim Runner there. And then one of our newer acquisitions, everybody's favorite according to
Time Warp.
the donations that came in for it. Yeah. Big shout out, by the way, to our lone donor on this, Thomas Pavlik, for donating $100 to help us get this thing here. Thomas, as promised, There's your name right there, right there on the list.
It's awesome. What is that sign right behind you?
Rim Runner.
Oh, that's from Rim Runner.
Yeah, and we also
Oh.
have chain from Rim Runner too, so you can see just how heavy this stuff was.
Wow. That is nuts. Phew. What
So
is
as you can
this?
see, we got to call the exterminator because we got a mouse problem. So this was Rewind Racers, or excuse me, not Rewind, Treetop Racers down there in Southern California. And then we have other different mice,
It's like the mice corner over here.
pretty much, with the exception of Sandstorm, which we'll see a little bit later. That
Yes.
one's not here just yet. So, but it's in this room, but it needs to be.
Is this from one of the Ferris wheels? Or no, that's the camp wagons.
It's from one of the Samperla Ferris wheels, I believe, yes.
Oh, that's so cool.
And then this is one of the first ever water slides built by Whitewater.
Wow.
So not only do we just any amusement stuff, but coasters specifically, but not necessarily because look, we also have Texas Splashdown from SeaWorld San Antonio.
So this predated Catapult Falls, huh?
That's right. This is in the exact same spot. And Colin, I got to know, is your run out clear?
I don't know. I
Is
guess
your
we're
run
gonna.
out clear?
It better be.
Stop. That's stop. Sorry, right there. Okay.
Oh my God, this is so cool. So these are. That's okay. I see how this works.
Mm-hmm.
And then this. What did this do? Oh, is this to switch the station?
No, it would lower it. So there's a little thing in the platform inside, like over Texas.
And then it would
does,
just
would
bump
clump
down, and then that's when you roll
And
forward.
then when you got to the right spot, you would, and it would come back up and it would park it.
Oh, that's
so
so
the water
cool.
never stopped moving.
Wow. Dispatch.
Arguably, probably one of our more famous residents here, Darius. No, I'm kidding. It's, the Matterhorn bobsleds. This sled was donated to us by the Walt Disney Company. Thank you all. Appreciate you immensely, because this is again one of those few times that you see a Disney vehicle anywhere outside of Disney. And then you have the Rockin' California sign there.
That is
Behind
clean.
it. You're fine.
So this, I'm assuming the trains still look like this. This is just a retired one, correct?
Actually, this is the second gen sleds. The third gen sleds on there now have individual seats.
They have 3 seats, right? Kind of like Space Mountain.
Instead of, exactly. Like
Okay.
this, which is Bob Gurr, God bless Bob, one of the greatest Disney Imagineers of all time. He designed the monorail and he helped with this ride. He called it date night seating. So you would,
Stuff 2 people in.
stuff people in, date night seating.
Oh yeah, there you
Great time
go.
had by all. One of our newer acquisitions now, Nighthawks
Nighthawk.
Lost Stealth at Great America. I remember when this ride opened in Santa Clara. It was the greatest event ever. This thing's huge, as you can tell.
Yes.
And just the fiberglass on this sign. Try to pick this up, Colin. Just okay, I'll make sure. Just try and move that.
Wow. Yeah, that's got some heft to it.
That's the front end display, not even just like part of the ride, which we're going to put it back on. I need to get 12 bolts for it though. But you can see just how intricate this whole thing is and how it's road wheels on both sides.
Oh yeah,
because
because it's even load either way.
Yeah, you can see just how complex that actually is.
Wow. There's a lot to that one. Now we got one of my all-time favorite parts of this museum right here.
Good old Great American Screen Machine from Great Adventure.
Wow.
Why is that important?
There's so many reasons that's important. I mean, that was the coaster that saved Great Adventure.
Yes, it is.
It really is. So we have a lot to thank that coaster for. And then the Grease Lightning sign behind you, that is from
Astroworld.
Astroworld.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That is sweet. We got a lot of big coasters over here, actually, in this wing.
Got a lot of meat, yeah, for sure. So, obviously Mantis from Cedar Point.
Also, I love that someone drew the Millennium Force logo.
Yeah, who did that? We forgot about that. So this thing was such a beast to clean. Oh my goodness, you have no idea. So time for it to get cleaned again. That's what happens when you're out here in West Texas. It's a little bit of dust to get around. But the good news is as we keep progressing on transitioning it from warehouse to museum, we're going to be able to properly seal everything in, and so the dust mitigation will be much easier.
I love this piece of track it's sitting on, too, from B&M.
So Walter and Claude, when they sent this to us, they wanted to show off just how much this thing could articulate. So this is the maximum articulation of the B&M stand-ups.
Wow.
A lot of people, when they see it at first, think, oh no, it's broken. No, they're just showing off literally what this thing can do. It's crazy.
That's so cool.
Also from Six Flags Over Texas, the old
Intamin First Gen
first-gen
Free Fall.
Now, I don't know about you.
Free fall roller coaster.
I'm about to say, is it a coaster?
Darius is making a case for it. I don't know.
think it is, quite honestly.
I'm leaning towards
If
it
you
now.
compare it to Superman in California,
Yeah.
It's not too different.
So does anybody got a penny or a quarter?
Oh,
So
yeah.
you put that right there. These things still terrify the heck out of me. Dorney, keep it going, man, because that thing's
Yes.
a legend. So, Cedar Point fans, River disaster transport. Well, guess what? Come on up here. Okay.
Oh, I can walk right in. Look at this.
So massive.
This is
Realize how
gigantic.
it is. Yeah, big it is.
Actually, Dad, you want to take this and just show everyone how big this really
So,
is?
well, we can do a straight comparison, right?
There's La Vibora.
So, here's
Yes,
La
the
Vibora.
which literally just
right?
came in a few weeks ago. With
So,
Gary.
you're going to hold, what, 3 people in there? Is that it?
Up to
6?
six.
Oh, 6 people, right?
No,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
six.
Date night
seating. Yes.
seating, right?
Date night seating, yeah.
And this
Other version of the box.
holds 10 side by side.
So it's a slightly smaller gauge on La Vibora, obviously. And then we also just got the new old Avalanche Run
That is
sign.
crazy.
That was donated to us by Shan Shergott at IAPA.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
so
so
cool.
the reunited and it feels so good. This thing weighs over 60,000 pounds.
How much?
60,000,
What, the car, everything here?
everything. This is the biggest exhibit by weight that we have. You thought Ka was heavy? This is a lot. And just in case, so if you ever want to, when you come out to the museum and visit us, boom, GoPro mount, ready to go.
Oh, yeah. Look at that. Oh, that's great. They definitely had GoPros back then.
Watch your step as you come down here.
And these were all segments that they would just, God, that's crazy.
Yeah, each individual segment there, and then you also see one of the ball joints right here that it would mount to. So you can see just how big that is when it's sat
That's right, that's
on
right.
top of it, so it could rotate around if need be. Which eventually B&M would use on all of their coasters. To great success, I might add. Already talked about Time Warp. That just arrived as well from Canada. Thank you, gents and ladies from up north, for helping us out with that. We really appreciate it, especially given everything going on right now. So a lot of people are asking, why did we go after Time Warp? And my answer was, it's unique.
And it's history.
It is history, and now we've got the 2 out of the 3 flying coasters represented here.
Yeah.
Like, how great is that?
You have no B&M flyers to get because none of them have closed.
Correctly. So that's why we don't have any Gerstlauer coasters here either, because none of them have closed or moved.
Wow. It's impressive.
A little flex there on my own. Let's see. Let me take a...
Shall we go to the bar for a nice drink break?
Let's go get a quick drink break. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
So over here is the bar that is made entirely out of wood from Mean Streak.
And steel, too.
And steel, yes.
I'll show you exactly where those are as well. And there's more than just one ride represented here. So this white barn door is made from old Texas Cyclone.
Hence the sign right there. And all of these wheels that are seats, this is a cool story.
This is all RMC road wheels. And yeah,
They
still
spin.
and they don't stop. You
No.
gotta be careful because they weigh a ton. And they're filled in with an epoxy here that you really can't see, so they stay flat. So they actually are quite comfortable to sit on.
Oh, they're very comfortable.
I edited the intro to Legacy of Schwarzkopf on that seat right over there. So yeah, that's the RMC road wheels. These are ledgers from Mean Streak at Cedar Point, and you have some other pieces of Mean Streak that are sort of scattered about inside the ride here.
So
Inside this,
cool.
the epoxy. And then this is the running rail right here.
Wow. Oh, I didn't even realize that.
This and then right down there. So Fred Grubb from RMC built this specifically for the Golden Ticket Awards in 2019, which was held at RMC, legendary event. And then he shipped it down here because he wanted us to have it. So Larson did all of the cabinetry work because these guys are artisans. And then if you look underneath here, the wood under the chandelier itself was designed by Hunter Novotny. Underneath that white wood, that's Colossus from Magic Mountain,
Oh, that's awesome.
which was also an RMC project, which is why we got the stuff. Okay.
Yes, we need a drink.
I need to have a drink.
Well, while Chris is having a drink, I'll show you guys some of this stuff because I think I can explain some of this. We have some other pieces of history: Texas Cyclone, Arkansas Twister, Zingo, Zambezi Zinger. You got Great American Scream Machine from over Georgia right here, Comet from the State Fair of Texas, Texas Stingray twice actually, Texas Cyclone, Dips from Westview, and Comet from Great Escape. These up here are all brake levers. So the old school wooden coasters, they were all operated with manual brakes. And there's still some out there too. So that would be inside and there would be a brake man or woman grabbing right there, pulling back and forth to activate the brakes. And of course, there's no shortage of drinks because it is a bar after all, right? Established 2009. We got some more wood over here along with all the museum mugs. We've got Twister Knoebels, Rocket at Playland Park, which is actually Phoenix now. Phoenix again, when it was actually Knoebels. Thunder Run, Kentucky Kingdom, Colossus from Magic Mountain, Thunderhead Dollywood, and Rattler from Fiesta, Texas, along with some more of those brake levers. I don't think I missed anything. Did I, Chris?
No, I think you did pretty good there. Oh, that's a section of flying turns track.
Oh, right there. That's sick.
From Knoebels. So, again, you've got so much. Oh, they're turning the ski machine on. That's what we have to get to that part first. Whew, everything's old here, so you got to be kind of, you know.
It's all fragile.
So, this is from Gary Slade's personal collection, donated to the museum.
Yes, the Zooters are having lots of fun with
Well,
that.
keep going, Zero. I should show off all this stuff. I keep calling you Zooter. It's Brian. But
Sorry, this is really loud.
yeah, it is very loud.
It's very fun.
So you can show them it's a real ski, like real wooden ski balls into this old school, but it's a manual. This is the coolest part. Go ahead and just start throwing some balls so we can. Oh, like sort of. Yeah, just like no. Come on here, you can actually see it as it.
I hear. Oh, there it goes.
So you can see it hits a little actuator, which is just a little piece of metal.
Whoa,
there.
look at that.
And then each time it hits it, it'll just go the corresponding number. It's completely manual system. It
That
requires
is
no electricity except for the little light that goes on there when it hits.
And you can see all the inspection stickers on it too, still.
Yeah, that's in 1989. It's still being used.
Wow. That's
Born in
awesome.
1989.
Huh?
You were even born in
I was nowhere near. I wasn't even remotely a thought in 1989.
All right, and now we're headed into the Mark Moore wings, so the largest part of the building. As you can see, 2 stories, really 3 stories. Houses a lot of big exhibits here. So obviously, let's talk about the elephant in the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about coffers.
The big elephant in the room.
You mean Montezuma's Revenge?
Ah, yes.
Exactly.
I love
Monty
Montezuma.
right here. And we always like to show off that, yes, the restraints still work. And then if to pop them open.
The foot pedal. Oh, yeah, there it is. Wow.
But that's not why you're here. Literally.
No.
You're here because of this bad boy right here.
You guys
Here we
just
go.
watched the big journey to get it here.
This seriously is like the coolest thing ever, guys, that you were able to get this safely, because this is not by any means a easy vehicle to move, as we found out. We
Yes.
had 2.5 ton pallet jacks, and it still struggled significantly. Man, it's just crazy to think that we literally just rode this a few months ago.
Yep.
We were out there for the Schwartz
Right
documentary.
there. That was my last seat, my last ride. This is my rollback seat. Oh, I'm going to get too sentimental.
It's all right. So right next to it, not ironically though, is Dopey from Walt Disney World.
This was from Snow White's Scary Adventures?
Yes.
Wow.
And then right behind you is the prototype RMC
Raptor.
track.
And what's
Raptor
funny,
car, rather.
you feel the padding. It's just like, what is this, foam? I don't even know what this is.
It wasn't much, because they were just testing it to make sure that it would work.
And this is just seatbelts with no stretch. And just, was that aluminum?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's all aluminum.
All right. If you want to get on the enthusiast weight training plan, buy yourself a Dynabrake. All right, because this is the magnetic braking. We can actually have a piece here you can pick up. All right. So that's supposed to be underneath your coaster car, right? So putting it in, and you'll see that it's actually, see, it doesn't fall right in because it's already got that magnetic.
Yeah.
Watch this. Ready?
Yeah.
It's actually not that hard to push. Chris is just really weak. No.
That's yeah.
I mean, I'll show you guys. I probably can't even, I can get it barely with one hand.
Eddy currents.
Yeah?
Yep,
It's
just
amazing.
magnetics. It's pretty amazing. What's crazy is that when it splits and does that tube there, it breaks the eddy current just enough that it makes it easier for it to go through as necessary. We have a
The Rattler.
front end from the Morgan trains that we used to run on that.
That was after the modifications it had, right?
Correct. And then from our friends at Mach, not Mac,
Mach.
Mach, we have Eurosat. Beautiful train. And it's one of 2 that are on display. The other one is at the bus station outside the train station at Europa Park. It's actually pretty fun. This one too. Little button there. There you go.
Wow.
Still pops like that. Hey, right behind us, look at this. It's a little dusty because it was in the secondary storage spot. So she'll get cleaned up this week. But this is Volcano. So all the KD fans, I know, my heart breaks too. This was a great ride.
And look, the 2 Intamin masterpieces, so close to each other now.
Almost reunited.
Almost.
So, okay. Oh, we got something over here. Oh yeah, I forgot about this guy. So,
Are we going to get a reveal?
not really. I mean, people already know about this one, but let me take the dust off of it.
Hey, look at that.
Heavy corkscrew, which you'll see outside in just a little bit. And I believe this one had the exposed back on it. It does. If you ever want to see the backside of an arrow, now you can.
Whoa. That's almost creepy looking.
It is pretty.
It's like looking at a
neat
skeleton.
looking.
And then I presume this is the foot pedal to...
I believe that would be Old Chicago.
Well, Chicago, what was the original name of the ride?
Chicago Loop.
The Chicago.
Boom! Chris still
Chicago
got
Loop.
it.
Which was going to be the original name of Turn of the Century, but they opened this what year before? They took the name. Did you
And
know
it was corkscrew number 2 ever built. First one is at Silverwood, and it's still running to this day. So
Originally
yeah,
nice.
and we still have the second corkscrew from the second corkscrew, and we'll see that outside in a little bit. Watch your step there, but that's from Eli Bridge. That's what they would type invoices and things on.
Wow.
Why it's there, but it's there.
Wonderland.
Wonderland Pier. And their Jumbo Jet. Was it Jumbo Jet or was it a Jetstar?
Jet.
Jetstar? I think it might be a Jetstar. City Jet. Sorry, that's really
City Jet.
City Jet.
Didn't we just do this for?
Wait, was it Gillian's?
I know it's not a jumbo.
This is from Jersey, you know.
Yeah, I wrote
Wow.
it. Is this what?
All right, so this is the oldest vehicle in the collection. This was donated and restored by Randy Duffer over a 20-year period.
Whoa.
It comes from Lakeside. And check this out. It actually has a rudimentary restraint system, which was very rare for the time. I believe this was either in 1916 or 1917.
Single position.
Single position. Don't ask me how it works. I don't want to touch it.
That nice cushioning. It's like sitting in a couch.
But yeah, Randy donated and completely restored this thing back to original condition.
Wow.
It's pretty incredible. So this was at Lakeside. Cyclone Racer, I believe it was called. Derby Racer, sorry. Yeah,
Derby
pretty
Racer.
amazing. And then you are leaning up against another Schwarzkopf masterpiece. This is Revolution from Magic Mountain.
The new Revolution.
It has a wrap on it, but we're going to try to do our best to get that off and put in the original paint and logo because we think it's better that way. Same with also the seats, because those are not the original seats and headrests. Schwarzkopfs before never had headrests. They just ended like right back here on your back. So we're trying to restore it back to the absolute
Kind of like,
original
oh wait, no, that does have seat backs up
the
there.
seat backs here. All the Schwarzkopfs in here have seat backs because they are past that time. So this is Shell from Busch Gardens Williamsburg for Loch Ness Monster.
The original train. Well, the old trains, I should say.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And then right behind you there, that is West Coaster from the Santa Monica Pier.
I presume this is an older train.
Yep, they updated their trains a few years ago, and so they were kind enough to donate us that.
Control panel for West Coaster. Wow. Stop the lift.
We did not.
Start the lift.
That's the way it came, so.
Open the gates. Close the gates. What are these from?
Those are for up there.
So, okay, check this out. We made the museum modular so that it was easy to move stuff around. Hunter Novotny designed and built all of the railings. So that's for right up there, which is with the top of the mezzanine. We just took those both down. And that way what we can do is we can easily load stuff from the ground here up into the mezzanine.
Huh.
So it's really easier to move stuff around as opposed to taking it all the way up the stairs, which we didn't know anything about with the pallet jacks earlier, right? Yeah. If we had that, the forklift would be able to do that. Right here is Rolo Coaster from Idlewild, the cars. Now the cool thing is GCI came in here during the big Texas freeze in 2021, and they were like in shorts and t-shirts because it was like not cold at all for them. But what they did is they designed and built this section to modern wooden standards. So this is the most modern, up-to-date ASTM. If you built a GCI coaster, this is what it would look like. It just happens to run very old PTC cars on it.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty awesome.
That is sick.
I just love the visual of it coming down too. That's really fun.
Five layers of 2x6,
Thanks.
shift it, and then another 2 layers of 2x6 at the top.
The thing, look, if there's a tornado, you just strap yourself to this thing because you ain't going nowhere. This is actually from IAPA. It's one of the big GCI models that they had a few years ago, the Dueler.
The dueling one.
Yeah, it's right
Oh, that's awesome.
in the box. Okay, more Schwarzkopf stuff. This is where it gets really good.
Ooh.
That is, by the way, an original Schwarzkopf badge that actually survived.
Wow.
But this is Looping Star. This is the world's first portable looping coaster. And as you look really carefully, you can see it in the handwritten paint looping
Yep.
star. She needs some love because she came to us in really rough shape, but we're working with a park right now that has a lot of spares of Schwarzkopf stuff, and so we're hoping that we can swap stuff out here and bring this thing back to life, because as you can see, she needs some love, no doubt. But this is sometimes the way that stuff comes here, is it just, you know, it's been used, they didn't want to really take care of it, so they just, hey, you guys want it? Sure, we'll take care of it, we'll see. Here's the backside of Montezuma.
Is this the back car?
It is, and we wanted the back car because you got that cool articulating piece here that Bob would connect to, or Oscar. Every single park seemed to have a name for the little pusher piece in the back. For My Great America, it was Oscar. So that's the back seat, and I can tell you, these are the two best seats on that whole ride right here, where you got that back spike.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Oh man, it was great. So there's that. You'll see Sandstorm in the middle here, of sort of a bit of chaos. If you remember the Ace tour that I did a while back, and if you didn't, sorry. But we had a semi in that longer building, literally filled with stuff. There's the stuff. These are all blueprints and posters from the Mezzanine collection and several other manufacturers, older defunct manufacturers. So this is all different stuff. Like we got a diving show theater reference, Henrietta Theme Park, Beach Bend, Lake Compounce, Wet and Wild, Arizona Territory, Raging Waters, Sidewinder. All these are blueprints that need to be cataloged and digitized.
Wow.
So as you can see, it looks like a fireworks show that's about to go off in here, right?
What is this model right here, actually?
Oh, I forgot about this. Is the giant swooper model. This works, by the way. I don't dare turn it on now because it's been a while, but imagine a zipper without the flipping part. And so...
So more kind of tamer almost.
Yeah, kind of a Ferris wheel type ride, so it would just kind of go around like that. And this was built by Sellner. There were only a few that were ever made. You can see some rare photos of them in operation. I don't see any video of them, but what they do is they would take this and they would go to sell it. So whether they took it to IAPA or they took it anywhere else, they would put this out there, and then that way you'd want to buy it, kind of like they do today, honestly. Huh. So that's the big swooper model. We actually have a mini swooper model that was easier to take on the road, as opposed to this monstrosity over here. Sandstorm, I said I already talked about right there.
Good old Sand Serpent. Which was opened, do you know its original name? Cheetah Chase. And they changed the name because of Cheetah Hunt.
Well, that makes sense.
So it went from Cheetah Chase to Sand Serpent.
And then behind this here is the sign to Joyland in Lubbock.
Oh,
I know,
wow.
that just breaks my heart. Such a fun park.
That's
the
so cool.
plan is for that one, we got to get that up onto the wall, but we just got to get the electrical in first. Once we get the electrical in, then we can start restoring the neon and bringing it right back to life.
Nice.
So almost like a neon museum from Las Vegas.
It really
all
is.
this
What are
stuff.
those arches from?
That is part of, I don't know the exact term, but the bull wheel that would go around with the big leather strap for a wooden coaster. I forget which one it is, but it's like a flywheel.
Huh.
So, all right, watch your step as you guys come out here.
Got a whole bunch of stuff over here.
Even more. So, we have a Schwarzkopf Wildcat
Wow.
from Cedar Point. Oh, wow.
That is clean. Really clean.
I know, I detailed it. That's actually, this is kind of a fun story. This was the first vehicle that I came in and I personally detailed for the really beautiful photos, like the portraits that we do, the chiaroscuro. The real funny, the black background with the really popping colors. And oh my God, I had so much fun with this. I even had a fog machine because we did the first Legacy of Schwarzkopf teaser on this car.
Oh, that's clean.
It's pretty awesome.
It's amazing. Like all the Schwarzkopf, they look like cars.
Because
They have
they
like
work.
a car. No, like a regular car.
I know, because the first Wildcat model was
it?
actually a small little German car.
Was it?
They stripped down and then just made the coaster.
I didn't
That's
know
so
that.
cool.
That is wild.
Gould truck ride vehicle, a mouse vehicle that I'm not familiar with. Let's see. Blackstone, England from Skyline. Thank you, Skyline, for that. There's like a few other things that we need to go through still on that. Right behind you, the shell from, not really Twisted Colossus, it's also old Colossus, but it's got the Twisted Colossus stuff.
I guess
on
when
it.
they were promoting it.
Yeah. Now watch your steps come through here.
Zingo.
Bell's Amusement Park, beloved ride there. A lot of people also ask us, why do you have the Thunderhead car? It's still around. Because this is an IAPA display. It's as close to being the real thing without having a restraint system. So, You lift up the restraints,
They just go right up.
and they go right back in.
Ah.
So if you went to IAAPA that year when Thunderhead debuted, and you sat in that seat, that's the seat right there. All right, keep going. Let's see. Miracle Strip Amusement Park, right down here. PTC 3 bench. Legendary Mr. Twister at Edith's Gardens. Old Twister, when it was back there. We have an original Pryor and Church car that obviously has seen better days, but you can see the ball joint and that design, that single bench articulating design. And over here, right in front of it, is the Belmont Giant Dipper. You might see this at Santa Cruz as well, but this is Belmont's car. That Dana Morgan, who used to run Santa Cruz and helped out with Aero and did Morgan Manufacturing, he restored this himself and then donated it to the museum.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Dana. Hope to talk to you again soon because it's awesome to talk to you. Super awesome guy.
Wow.
Again, what we got right here, Big Dipper from Jansen Beach Amusement Park in Portland. Again, it's a Pryor and Church 1 car, and you can see just how minimal they actually are when they're down with the wood and rotting away.
Texas Giant. Is this the front plate, I guess, for the PTC train of that?
And then so we have the blue
blue
car
and
for
the
that
white.
one, and then we have the actual whole white train for that.
Wow.
And this is the old Hershey Park Comet cars.
Ah. Good old buzz bars.
Yep, good old bus bars.
Sweet.
Get a lot of questions about this model. It's not any specific ride.
It looks like a Cyclone.
It's what they called it, Cyclone, but
Right.
it's not an actual Cyclone, like any type of design. It just, they wanted to build a Cyclone, so he did. We're working to get it fixed because every time you move a model, it breaks. It's just the way it is. This is a fully operational 1920s tilt-a-whirl model from Selmer.
Wow. And they do spin, right?
They do. In fact, the whole thing turns on, but
Wow.
not at the moment. Needs a little prep work. And don't stare too long at the dolls' faces because they will haunt you for the rest of your life. Right over here, we have Orient Express from Worlds of Fun, sitting right next to currently Fire in the Hole from Silver Dollar City.
Fire in the hole. That's sick.
And you ready to head upstairs real quick?
Let's do it.
Before we do, you'll see that red piece of track right up there that's holding up the stairs. That is a piece of the brake run from the Big Bad Wolf.
You can even still see the brake fin on the bottom there.
Yeah, we'll go right up to it if you want.
That's
Come on
so
up.
cool.
Watch your step as you're coming in. You're right up in there.
Oh yeah, look at that.
But yeah, it is literally part of the structure of the museum now. Hunter Novotny at Larson/RMC figured out how to do that, and they were able to integrate it directly into the design.
Wow.
It's pretty awesome.
Look at that.
We're like the most recyclable green museum ever. We've got all sorts of recyclable
What's
things.
this lift motor from?
I'm not sure which one that is from, but it's a beast.
Massive.
It's
It's a-
2,100 pounds.
And it's a Westinghouse.
Phew. Up the stairs we go. And Chris, what's so special about the floor up here in particular?
So if you're a fan of Busch Gardens Tampa and you remember Gwazi, Fred Grubb from RMC, when he was doing that, decided that it'd be cool if you could use that wood as the flooring in the museum somewhere. So we thought, hey, the mezzanine, that'd be perfect. So these are old Gwazi ledgers.
Wow.
They've been dried out now, and then eventually we'll put a little epoxy over them, sand them down, and then it'll be nice and smooth.
Phew.
All right, this is one of our newer ones. This is from West Edmonton Mall. This is Mindbender. It's not a marble run. It's just very well designed and very well built, I must say.
Looks really good.
So maintenance would use this as a reference. So when they were doing maintenance on it, they would say, okay, 22-1, that's what we're working on today. And there it is right there. So they could figure out exactly what was going on.
Huh.
Pretty awesome, I must say.
That's really cool.
These are fan-built models. Some of them are in better shape than others, again, because when you move stuff, it always breaks. These are really hard. I believe one of these, I believe it's this one right here, was built by an ACE member, and in his basement one winter, got bored, wanted to build a coaster. So we did.
That is awesome.
Again, see another ones, a lot of models up here now. This is a historic looping model. This is from the early 1900s. I don't know if it was used as a sales piece or whatnot, but it does actually work. And as soon as we can get it back up and running, we will. Again, some other Selner models. These are what they would take out to the parks to sell to them or take them to IAAPA to show them off. Again, most of them not in the greatest shape, but that's because they've been sitting for a long time. And then finally, the mini swooper model.
Ah,
which
the
was a
little
bit
one.
Easier to get moving around.
Wow. That is really cool.
And if you want to take a look out here,
Look at this view,
you see
guys.
the size of.
Look at this. It's almost like you're riding it.
Mhm.
But look at all those awesome coaster cars. Pieces of track, everything.
The amount of history that surrounds you here is insane.
It's
It really
overwhelming.
is. Like I'm reminded of it every time I come in here. Just how much history.
Look at this. And to know that we were able to help be a part of that by bringing that thing here makes me really happy.
Looper was the only thing that was built and on in here. The Woody wasn't here. That rack wasn't here.
Now Chris is going to take us back down out of the building and into, I guess you could call it the track graveyard, right?
Track garden.
The track garden. The track garden. All right, now we're outside making our trek over to the track garden. We got to watch out for snakes, though. In Texas, snakes everywhere, apparently. I don't want to learn the hard way.
All right, everybody, welcome to the track garden. Every time we water it and it rains, more track shows up. So let's start over here with Nighthawk.
The latest acquisition?
Second most latest acquisition. So it's the coaster that I grew up with in 2000 at Great America. Stealth there. And it's actually really cool. Check this out. You can actually see the different colors.
Oh, look at that.
Actually, there's another spot here. Where is it? Here it is. Okay, yeah. So there's when it was Borg Assimilator. There's when it was Stealth. And then when it was Nighthawk. This is Time Warp, I believe. This is the switch track for Time Warp. Yeah, because it can turn.
Yeah, you can see the way, yeah. Wow. I love how they elevate the spine up, too, to fit the mechanism in.
It's pretty smart, actually.
Very smart.
Coming on over here a bit more. We've got, that's, which one is that from? Maurice Peters.
Yeah, it's Nor'easter.
SLC track. Yeah, Nor'easter track, that's it.
I figured that's what that
Galaxy
was.
sign that's kind of overgrown at the moment. We had a really rainy season this year, so it's been a lot more grass than we're used to. And okay, this is Canopy Corkscrew right here. The teal one.
Wow.
That's Canopy.
Wow, right?
That's sick.
And that's a little kiddie coaster.
It looks like an Alan Herschel as well.
I believe you're correct. I don't know
Wow.
if we have to follow the track for it.
What is this? Aero track?
That's just aero maintenance track.
Oh,
So
okay.
what we're eventually going to do is sandblast that, and we can use that as a display. So you're talking about putting the casters down?
Yeah.
That's a perfect one for it right there. Let's see, more of Canopy. And you notice just how clean the cut is on Canopy?
Oh, it's nice.
Yeah, they purposely did that for us so that it would be super easy to put it back together. Because the idea is, we will be putting it back together. And if you look really carefully, you see that concrete
There's the footer.
Yeah.
right out there? That's your footer.
So that's going to be the main entrance right there.
That's the main entrance in the parking lot. Going to be right there, yep.
And then the parking lot will be kind of coming towards us.
Yep.
And the main entrance
It's
is
going to be at the end of the long building there on the right-hand side.
right there. Very cool.
You a Williamsburg fan by chance?
Oh, big time.
Big Bad Wolf.
Wow. That's awesome. That's old too right there.
More pieces of the,
What's this sun?
I think
It looks
the Falling
familiar.
Star.
Is that New Orleans?
I don't know exactly. I believe it's from the Falling Star carnival rides.
Oh, gotcha.
That is the top of the loop to Montezuma's Revenge.
Wow. And then those are the supports for the corkscrew over there, correct?
One of the real reasons that we really wanted to get Canopy, A, because it was the oldest corkscrew that was suddenly available because they had to retire it, but also because it has those beautiful arches, which Great American Screw Machine didn't have.
Right.
But the older Aero corkscrews do, and we just, that look is so iconic.
Oh, yeah.
So we can't wait to someday, hopefully very soon actually, the next couple of months, have that arch literally right over there. It's going to be...
What entrance that'll be.
It's going to be pretty awesome, I'm not going to lie. And there you go.
So that's the tour. Well, Chris, thank you so much for showing the viewers what the National Roller Coaster Museum has to offer. And how can they get here?
So you can come and check out our next event, July 26th, which is called Back to the Museum. Just go to aceonline.org/events. Also check our website and social media for the latest updates on new events that we're going to be adding now throughout the year so that everyone has an opportunity to come out here and see what we're all about. Don't believe everything you see on Reddit.
It's real. It's a museum. It's under
real.
construction,
We're
but
trying.
you can come and visit. You just have to reach out.
Just let us know.
Yes.
We'll do our best.
There's a limited amount of people here who can accommodate everything, but they're trying their hardest, and we greatly appreciate that.
We greatly appreciate you all for coming along for the ride and for helping us bring Kyle home.
Hey, that was my pleasure. It meant a lot to me. It really did. With all that, guys, that's going to do it for our full tour of the National Roller Coaster Museum here in Plainview, Texas. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Goodbye, guys.